Greetings. This is Denise of Peace Ministry, and welcome to this moment entitled Looking for Hope. There's a song that says, Looking for love in all the wrong places. There's a moment when I think we're also looking for hope in all the places that could be changed. I can't say they were always wrong, but I can say there's a moment when the crisis occur in all the places that we went to before seem not to be doing the trick or the job or meet the need. In moments of crisis and difficulty and uncertainty and extreme transition that is requiring transformation that many of us feel unequipped for, there's a moment to examine where we've been and see if there's something deeper that we can discover. For some people, and a vast majority of people, we go home. We believe that sanctuary happens in the place we've created safety. So we go home and we believe that the hope we need will be provided in that safe space of home. Home is not just about a physical building, a room. It's not just about a dwelling. Home is about a place that cradles us. For some, home is a congregation, a church. For home, some of us, it's a temple, a synagogue. For some of us, home is the river or the lake. For some of us, home is the nature. We go to a place that cradles and holds us in a way that provides peace and safety. We go home. Some of us realize that there is no physical home for us. So the home has to be in a thought, a song, a sound, a beverage, a person, or we shut down and close up so that we don't have to endure the pain of just the pure isolation and the radiation of the discomfort. But still, we look for some form of home that will cradle us while we are in whatever the place is that we are in. I am tempted to say that often we go looking for hope in all the wrong places, but part of that for me feels judgmental. So here's what I've learned that I want to share. In the midst of the significant complexities of living, we are offered opportunities to learn from nature. The birds teach us, as does the trees or the streams, the rivers, the wind and the trees. They are teaching us what it means to be at home in a world full of contradictions and illusions. And we think those contradictions are outside of us, but often those contradictions are inside of us. They have to do with programming that we received even in the womb that is no longer true, right, inappropriate, or were never, never, never true. But it is what we know. And so we go back home to those familiars. We go back home spouting the things that we learned with the righteous indignation that it is the right thing, only to be countered time and time again that it is not right. It was no longer right. And even if it was right in a small moment of time, it is no longer appropriate, good, or whole. The weakness that I find in myself and in my conversations with others is the idea that our sense of right is the only right. I have learned that the world has continued to evolve over immeasurable time prior to my arrival in the physical, and it will likely be here when my physical departs. So there's something about the evolution of our awareness of what is good, whole, and right that is critical for the moment that we're in, because that in and of itself will provide us with the hope. There is a speech that Jesse Jackson delivered years and years ago, and he says, if you keep hoping, you'll keep hopping and help yourself. And of course, at the time, I appreciated it for its lyrical genius. Then at the time, I appreciated it for its deeply resonating truth. Now I appreciate it because it reminds us that when we go to the places and our sources of hope that keeps us moving forward into this transformation that we're called into. Hope allows us to participate fully in the transformation of our new existence. Hope does, in fact, spring eternal. It's like a brook that keeps running, it's like the river that keeps moving, it's like the ocean that's waves and ebbs keep happening. It's the thing that keeps us moving. It's a fluid that runs through our body and keeps moving and circulating. That is what hope looks like: the movement, the growth, the openness to revelation. So keep hope alive. Keep hoping. Pay attention to what nature has to say about hope. I compiled a group of prayers in a work I call Life Changing Prayers. The Hard Prayers, Tribute and Meditation Companion. And here's a prayer I want to share, written by a dear person. It says, Goddess. Now you can replace that with God, Allah, Jah, Elohim, grandfather, grandmother, earth source, or moon. Whatever anchors you, do that. But consider the message in the prayer. It says, Goddess who simmers, Goddess who make the moon simmer in the night, causes the wave to roll and tides to change. I attend to you. Goddess who shines light on what is hidden, ushers in life every moment of the day, and nourishes the landscape that feeds, houses, and clothes me. I entreat you. From my mother's womb, I have sought to be comforted by you and embraced by your love. I have looked for you in the faces of humankind and have not always found appreciation, respect, love, or support. However, I still look to you for protection, provision, wisdom, purpose, and power. Entreat me with the deliverance from fears, lack, and suffering. Bestow upon my life what is vibrant, reproductive, and creative. Remove barriers from my pathway and uproot thorns of hate embedded in my thought patterns, words, and behaviors. Grant me liberation from oppression. Reveal to me the secret of the ages so that I might live as a sage, rendering wisdom. And for this and so much more, I am thankful. And so it is, so it shall be. Ashe, Amin, Amen. I hope, Amun Ra. Let's breathe. Into Into your heart, I offer the stillness of breath to allow you to tap into the internal inspirations that remind you of your unique connection and expression as a universal oneness. There are moments when there are no words for what you feel and what you need. But as the songster says, as long as I have breath in my body, I can move forward. So be hope. Breath is life. Breathe. When you feel anxious, just breathe. When you feel conflicted, just breathe. Look for hope. Breathe in hope. Offer hope. Because this is the moment that matters most. This is Denise at Peace Ministry, building relationships that enhance and heal the world. You can find me on Facebook. The website is Peace Ministry, the number 2day.com, or at peaceministry77@gmail.com. May you come home to hope. May you breathe in hope. May you tap into those internal and eternal sources of hope. Be hope. Peace. This is Denise at Peace Ministry.